welcome back to the podcast, No Offers. And today I am here with a special guest, Evelyn.
Hello, guys.
Evelyn, want to go ahead and introduce yourself a bit?
Yes. So my name is Evelyn. Happy New Year. We're already in 2023.
That's
so
crazy.
Another fucking year, dude.
Uh-huh.
A little bit about myself. I am...
Me?
Duh.
Duh.
A little bit about myself. I'm very outgoing. I'm outspoken.
Very.
I like to joke around.
A lot.
Sometimes I get carried away
Too
with
much.
how I joke around, but Maria surely knows.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just if I feel that we vibe, and we have a very good connection, a good friendship.
Right.
Most of all, this is how I met Maria.
Yeah.
Good vibes, good connection.
Mm-hmm.
You talk to me, I talk to you, and if people keep going with the conversation, like I can feel like, oh, all right, you're chill. You know? But if you just say like yes, no, like
you're like,
okay, yeah, I'm just like,
you know?
yeah, I kind of stay like, oh, like, what do I say next? It's kind of awkward. Yeah, it becomes very awkward.
That awkward tension, I get that a lot.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, we're gonna get to know a bit more about Evelyn today. I do have a couple questions for you. You know, I know you started, especially this past year, got into exercise a lot, especially running. Something I could not do and haven't done since middle school.
A mile run for
me. So, want to tell us how you got into that? Something that could inspire others to start, because I know it could be hard to keep up with that. You know, be consistent.
Yeah. So I actually started when the pandemic started. So which was then like what, 2020?
Yeah, around. Yeah.
So I was really tired of just being in here. Like all we literally did was like wake up, eat breakfast, and then like watch movies. Like we watched this movie, what is it called? Tremors, I think. It's like underground, like kind of animals or whatever. So like if you made noise, like they would come at you or something like that.
I think I've heard of that one.
Yeah. So apparently there's like 7 movies to them. I think like around there 6 or 7, and so every day we would watch like that movie. Like we'd be like, oh, there's another movie of it, you know. And there was apparently. So we'd watch that, and then after that, like when we noticed, like it was already like 6 p.m. and then we would munch again, like on something like fruta or whatever, and then like we would just be there. We'll like be inside the room, and then again like in the night eat. So then after that I was just like, oh, like what do I do? You know, I was just tired of being inside, and my brothers were still actually going to the gym. Like they were still going to the gym and all that, and I was just home like with my mom and stuff. And then like I don't know, out of nowhere it just came out like maybe I should try running, but I was really embarrassed. Like obviously I was like bigger than I am right now, so like for me it was like I felt like everybody was gonna like see me, you know, like running and like, you know, all moving and stuff like that. So I was just like, no, like I don't want to go, you know. And then one day I was just like, you know what, like fuck it, you know, I'll just take my earphones, and with my earphones, like you know, cars honk and all that stuff. So I was just like, like I didn't want to like hear that or whatever, because I felt that was gonna bring me down and I wasn't gonna do it anymore. So like I would go with my headphones on, and I just started with I think I started with like 2 miles, just like doing 2 miles. That's so good. Yeah. And I would take like an hour doing like the mile and stuff. And I was feeling like bad, you know. I felt good at the same time, but I wanted to be like at that level, like that my brother is, because he runs every day, every morning, and he does like 13 miles, you know. And it's just like and like in an hour or less, you know, 45 minutes, and I'm just like, oh, like I'm doing like 2 miles in like an hour, you know, like what's with me and stuff. So I felt like, you know, bad. Like I was progressing, but I felt, you know, that I wasn't doing enough. So then like I just kept going, I just kept running, and then I felt like it helped me like just get out of this like pandemic mode, you know,
like it would make you forget about everything else.
Yeah, like, you know, this whole thing that's going on. And then the good thing was that I started during that time, which there was not a lot of people going out.
That's
you know
true.
So there was not a lot of people going out, so I wouldn't really see cars, you know. I wouldn't see, like, I would go around 5 p.m. and I wouldn't see traffic, you know, because it's like crazy traffic when like 5 p.m. especially like on the busy streets. So it was during that time, so I actually didn't see cars, and I was like, oh, like, you know, it's good, you know. So yeah, like, I just started then, and then after that, like, I felt good about it, you know. I would come home and like do a little workouts here and there. And then Daniela introduced me to Zumba.
Yes. They tried getting me into it, but I never went.
I know. Although she likes dancing, so
yeah.
I know it's with you, Maria.
I don't know.
So then I was those people that were like, oh, like, Zumba, like, for old people, you know,
oh,
like,
yeah.
for ladies, for las señoras,
like,
you know, like, I wasn't dissing them, but, you know, I was like, no, like,
no hate towards them.
Yeah. And then she's like, yeah, like, let's go, like, it's good and stuff like that. It's cheap, most of all. So I was like, I do cheap. You know?
Yeah. You like cheap.
And then I was like, all right, I'll go, you know. And then, yeah, I started going with her. And don't get me wrong, like, the first times were hard because, like, I like to dance, but I felt, like, very uncomfortable, like, just there, like, one, because they already know the dances and stuff like that. And everything. The steps. So I felt like awkward, you know, like, obviously they know I'm new because you know, they've never seen me and the way I'm moving, like, you know. So that kind of like just like like it also brought me down a lot. But like Daniela always kept pushing me, you know. She's like, no, like, you can do it, like, it takes time, you know. She's like, that's how I also started off, and I was like, all right, you know. So she was like also a big part in the way that I started, like, actually getting more into like exercising and being consistent, most of all, you know. I never actually really got into like dieting or whatever because
food is just good.
Food is life, and my mom cooks the best, so, you know, I could never say no to her bomb ass dishes. Right. But I did, you know, like, cut off a lot of like junk food and stuff like that. So I think that's that helps a lot. You know,
or like eating smaller portions of those, right?
Definitely, like si antes me comía yo 10 tacos, pues ahora ya no.
Ahora nada más 9.
I know. Ahora más, like, I take out a little bit of meat, you know. Right? No, but and like, now that's what I do, like, especially it helped me a lot with school, like running, like, it just zones me out, you know. I feel like I forget about everything and like myself and stuff like that, and like I come home and it's just like I release like tension, you know. Sometimes you feel like you're okay, but when you do something that tires you out, like, it just releases something and you feel good, like even the next morning or stuff like that.
When you keep something in you, it's like everything and everyone makes you mad for no reason, and you just don't want to, you want to be alone, right? And want to keep to yourself a lot, even though that's not good, because you're no estás sacando todo lo que necesitas sacar, right? So that's
and from that part, like, maybe I don't really like opening up about my stuff, you know, but I found that way to be helpful for me, you know, through running, through going to Zumba with Daniela, and most of all, like, I also got the chance to really like see her because you know, me and her are always together. So like, it just helped us like continue to be together and like pushing each other, most of all, you know. So obviously it was still COVID time and we were taking care of ourselves, you know, wearing our masks, keeping distance and stuff like that. But running, no, I could never wear a mask running because I was I would suffocate. You know, like, no.
In the very beginning, even like just walking.
It was so hard. It was very difficult. Like, I don't know. I felt, honestly, dude, like when they said like, oh, you have to be wearing masks to go anywhere, you know. Like, I felt very awkward. I felt like a clown kind of thing, you know. Like, I felt like, dude, you have something on your face kind of thing. So I remember the first times, like, we would go to the store and stuff. My mom would be like, oh, vas conmigo a la tienda, and I'm like, like, tienen que llevar mascarillas, like, sí, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know. But like, now it's just normal, like
that. But also now I feel awkward not taking it off.
Yeah.
Because like now I'll see people like you could have it. It's like an option now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I see people without it, and I'm just like I want to take it off, but I feel awkward.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
after that, like you said, it just became like normal and stuff like that. And actually, like I felt like safer wearing it. Like in the beginning, I was just like, oh no, like I feel weird. Like stuff like that. But then after, it's just like, no, yeah, it's good. But yeah,
consistency, like trying to keep up with that is so hard because I tried so many times to start working out, right? Even at home workouts. I would do it for like 1 or 2 days, but after that, I was like, I couldn't. And I would stop completely. So by the time I tried again, it was even harder to keep
up. Yeah. I think last time I saw like in a post, and it's like, it takes like about, I think like 30 days or something like that for you to actually get into the habit of doing it every single day, and I was actually doing it every single day. I was also doing hiking. I love going hiking. It was like, it's just like I feel like you're in a different world, it's all nature. I love being in nature, and stuff like that. So of course, you end up tired and stuff.
Yes.
But
it's like
at the end, it's worth it. You get to the top and you see everything, and it's just so nice. And you forget. I feel like for me personally, like I forget that I was just like dying, trying to go up that hill. During that hill, I was like, fuck this, But up there, I was like, damn, like this is nice, like worth it and stuff like that. So I felt like from that side, hiking, that's what I was like looking forward to, I was gonna struggle to get up to see that good view, but once I was up there, like it felt like amazing,
freedom.
I felt like freedom, and stuff. But it's hard to be consistent, I did do sometimes like run in the mornings, especially during the summer, because during the summer, like it's like 5 p.m. and it'd be like 80 90 degrees, so it's like hard to actually be consistent during that time, you know. Because I love sleeping, so like it was hard for me to sacrifice my sleep, to get up and run, to like not catch the heat or whatever, but I mean, sometimes you just have to push yourself, you know, like, and it's hard, like, you said you tried it, and it's hard to push yourself, but I feel sometimes like there's things in life, circumstances that make you actually, like push yourself. Like you want to get out, maybe you're in like this dark place and you just don't want to talk about it, or don't feel like you can talk about it with someone, so you use that, use it, like they say, like el gym es like therapy or whatever, and like for some people it does become like therapy, especially like depending on what you go through, like it's better to go through that route than like drugs or alcohol, like obviously, it's no es ninguna, ¿verdad? But but health wise, like, and it's very beneficial,
especially for the long run,
long run.
Because the older you get, the harder it is to start, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. So like now I feel like, okay, maybe I broke off my habit for a bit, but I can easily get back into it because I already did it, like my body, it's maybe it could just take like a week, at least, to get actually back into the rhythm. But once you're back there, your body also is like, oh, I missed this, so you're back at it again, and it feels good, like
it's like creating muscle memory with your body.
Right? Yeah, definitely. So if you're like trying to like work out, I mean, I'm no expert, honestly, I'm no expert, but it's just something that you can do it, you can
it's
do
possible.
It's possible, and maybe one day we'll see Maria, coming back here and talking to us about her exercising.
My gym fit and everything.